All right, I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of Fugue Machine Rubato. I did purchase it today. We could talk about price later. I want to go over just like the layout and how things are a little bit different than the classic version or Fugue Machine original, whatever you want to call it. First things first is up here in the right corner where these three dots are. That's how you would load one of the presets or start a new pattern from scratch. Save, all that fun stuff. It's all here in these three dots here. Everything on this screen is clickable. Think of it as layers maybe. It might be a little bit easy to understand. Down here are playheads. There's 8 of them. They're all different colors. And next to them is a note. When you click on that note, then that's when these things appear. And these are all different parameters you could change, right? Now on this side is the note and the octave, so you could go up and down here, get center. This works the same way, so you could drag this and just have like one bar, one note. You could change how each playhead individually could be mapped out there. Okay, this is important. This one and this one is a shift key, or if you have the Magic Keyboard like I do, I'm going to press shift on my Magic Keyboard and then press rate, and you see you have a pop-up. Everything pretty much has a pop-up. Makes it a little bit easier because you're hitting arrows versus this. If you click here, then you're doing the dial. So it could be kind of hard to get exactly where you want. So then you want to go hit shift, rate, and then you can change it to boop, 1 again, right? So there's these 4 sections here, and everything's clickable. These 3 dots do something else. You can have more parameters there. And then this is, if you drag this over, is MIDI for each of the playheads. So you click here, and click here, click here. You can change the MIDI out for that one, change the MIDI out for this one, and then there's drum triggers as well. I've not messed with the ARP that much. That's this symbol here. So the basic things are, let's see, you put a note here, and you hit play. You hit play here, because this is the global play, and if you hit this, it'll sync up an AUM, or if you have other sequencers, whatever, they'll all kind of play together like normal. You hit the transport play button in AUM. Okay, so we have that note there. I'm not gonna keep playing it. If you go here, the note could be an octave higher. Let's go play it again. Or you can shift. Boop, go back down here, and if you just drag it up here, or just click it there, whatever you want to do, you could drag and click, whatever. So now it's an octave higher there, does the same thing. So here, and pitch works the same way. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Pitch is like you're changing the note up 1, so this would become this, right? I don't know if this also is obvious or not. Echo, and this parameter kind of sounds like a delay, right? So it's similar to repeat in a way that you hear it, like echo. Let's hit play. Okay, and it's how many, curve is a whole different ballgame. I'll go over that in a minute, but just trying to give an overall of like what each button does or where to be on the screen. When you click this, like another, I know it's not a hamburger menu because it's sideways, but anyway, click the 3 buttons, click time, now you're in automation, and it works for every single parameter. So whatever you click here is what you're messing with, right? So I'm on rate, we're in the orange one, and I'm gonna go click some buttons here, and rate is how fast it plays, right? So if it's at 1, then it's gonna play at regular speed. If we go way slower, down is slower, up is faster. Now we hit play again, and this is the automation one, so you hit that, now watch. See how fast it went in some spots, how slow it went? So it's following this every time, and it's how far you, like now they're even, right? So I don't know if that makes sense or not, but you could do that for all of them. So I turned that off. Here, let's get rid of this one. So the curve is probably going to be a headache to explain because I don't really fully understand it myself. But anyway, that's this. And then you have all these different curves that mean different things. You have triangle, sine. Yeah, I can't explain it. I'm kind of having a grasp of what it does, but I can't explain it. And then the other thing I'm going to show you, let's go here, click out of that, go here, go back to the automation, and then let's see rate. Oh, we click on a note, and these four here, X is, here, let's just do this, see, east and west, or left and right, whatever you want to call it. Y, north, south, up, down. It's how the, I can't even explain this either. I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to lay out. I got to think about how I'm going to explain this because I don't fully know exactly what I'm trying to say, what I'm saying it. This one is going to move it, like the width of it, I guess the length of the note, how long it's there, kind of like a regular piano roll, you know. And I'm assuming this is velocity. Not sure. Every parameter you could click on and change things. You hit the shift button and certain, so let's go here, hit time, direction, all your stuff is here. And then there's sometimes, and well, most of them have an explanation, which is kind of the manual at this point. And as you can see, my screen is a little small because I needed to see everything on the screen, so I changed the size so that the font is a little small right now. And I don't have my glasses on. What else? So let's go here and just show how repeats work real quick. So this is the path. In is forward, and then it could do forward and reverse. Let's do that real quick. Watch it hit the end, and it comes back, kind of like a ping pong or a bounce. And then we go back to in, and it's just forward. Okay. Repeats are fun because it's literally going to repeat up to 32 times now when it crosses over that section. Actually, no. You can change the way that happens. So right now, I'm going to hit how do I get rid of this again? Oh, there we go, reset. So I'm going to go back. Reset's good because it goes back to the playhead at the beginning. So then you can hear the repeats. So I'm going to hit play here. It's going to do it 32 times. So we don't want to hear that. So go down here and we'll do like 8. Okay. And it's going to do, like, see how it keeps doing that? It's going to go over each note. But you could change that automation over here. With, again, you press this button, make sure you're on repeats, hit this button, and now you go change it, boppity beep, boop, 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 boop. So that way you could go up to 32 or go down to 0. So that way you could do it just where it's on the first note, like here. We'll say a bunch of repeats, and then it doesn't repeat anymore. And you hit the automation. Oop. Oh, shoot. I forgot how this works. I can't do it right now. I'm sorry. I forgot how it works. Oh my gosh, my brain just hurts because there's so many layers to this. It's like you'll catch on to something, and then a minute later you're like, I don't know what I'm doing again. But anyway, that's pretty much the beginning of just where everything's at. Like new projects, start over, copy, load, all that stuff. Shift is important. Oop, I don't know what happened there. Okay, don't know what happened there. But yeah, that's overall, like you do this for each layer, and just make sure you're always on that layer. Like, see, I got the orange here and purple here. Make sure you're on that layer when you're doing automation, which would be this time. Now I'm in there. And you could do pitch. You could change the pitch a bunch on here, click a bunch of things, change it. It gets really fun, really quick. Recommend to just do one playhead at a time to kind of see how it plays out. The AUV3, I did have some trouble routing the MIDI. I think it's user error, but it's definitely easier to do the standalone to wrap your head around because you could just change the MIDI outs on each channel, and it's super straightforward.